This episode of Rick and Rick Rule the World is brought to you by Taskin, the first name in ultra stylish, premium quality travel gear, like the exquisitely designed Taskin One expandable backpack. With 9 practical variations, the Taskin One is always the right size for wherever life takes you next. Save 30% on your next purchase when you use the promo code R&R Take 30. That's R&R Take 30 at taskinsf.com.
Crank up the awesome and get your groove thing in gear.
Because this is the season 4 finale of Rick and Rick Rule the World.
That's right, the global soiree for our 4th smash hit season is here.
And we're raising the roof with a super-sized edition of loaded questions.
Straight from the corner of Epic and what the actual is going on here.
And it all starts right here, right now.
On the one show where everybody loves a good Rick measuring contest.
And everybody rules the world.
Welcome, everyone, to the Season 4 finale of Rick and Rick Rule the World. Celebrating not 1, not 2, not 3 seasons, folks. We're talking 4 big seasons. I'm Rick Matheson, and I am joined, as always, by my good friend, Craig T. Nelson. Rick Wooten. Dude, happy Season 4 finale.
Oh, man, I can't believe it's been 4 seasons. Can't believe that people put up with us this long.
It's like mind blown. Our baby is turning 5. Pretty soon it'll be off to kindergarten, and before we know it, it'll be all grown up with podcasts of its own. Folks who haven't maybe been with us for a season finale, in celebration of this, we're going to have a Rickalicious round of loaded questions. It's our multiple choice quiz game that, in this instance, will test our recall of the marketing insights and mirth-filled merriment that made season 4 of Rick and Rick Rule the World an international cause celeb.
Well, you know, the fun part about this is neither one of us know what the other person's questions are.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see what we each pick out, as well as do we have any duplicates, you know, and that has happened in the past.
So Rick, are you ready to play Loaded Questions, the season 4 finale edition?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Let's bring it on.
All right, my first question. In season 4 of Rick and Rick Rule the World, Rick M had some trouble with his words. Which of the following did Rick M have trouble pronouncing this season? A, Gorilla Glue, B, Rearview Mirror, C, Double Click, or D, Stage Musical? Rick M had trouble pronouncing which of these in season 4 of Rick and Rick Rule the World?
God, this sounds terrible, but I kind of feel like it was all of them.
You are correct. Sadly, the answer is all of the above, A, B, C, and D. Ad Age is reporting that sales of Gorilla Glue, let's try that again, Gorilla Glue adhesive spray. I'm going to start that whole thing over again.
Oh, that was awesome.
To get your overall take, Rick, and then we'll double click down into details. Which of the following 1970s movie franchises is being reborn as a stage musical? It's a musical. Oh my God. I don't remember there being that many times in other seasons, but this time it was like every episode I was getting stuck on something. It was crazy. All right, hit me.
All right, for my first one here. For the last 2 years, we've predicted something and been wrong each time. Now, I know this is going to be hard because there's a lot of things we predict and we're wrong. But from this list, for the last 2 years, what have we predicted and been wrong about? Was it A, the Rick and Rick Pez dispenser? Was it B, IHOP changing its name? Was it C, the 49ers taking the Super Bowl? Or was it D, this is the year for VR?
Jeez, any of those could be valid. You know, I want to say that it is C. Was it 49ers?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, you predicted, not me this time.
But you agreed.
I know. I'm still kicking myself for that. I started off saying, I hope this trend keeps going. And then you said, well, I'm going to go a step further.
So I went back and listened to a bunch of episodes. And I think it may have been 3 years running. For sure, it's been at least 2 years running.
One of these years will be right. All right, next question. In an especially embarrassing moment last February, Rick M nearly shipped his pants trying to get through a segment about a new campaign from A, Depends Undergarments, B, Metamucil, C, Phillips Laxative, or D, Extra Cheesy Kraft Macaroni and Tapeworms. Which of these brands launched a campaign that had Rick M losing his
I'm going to say Phillips Laxative.
You are correct. Bayer's Phillips Laxative brand is out with a new TV. Okay, so Bayer's Philips laxative brand is out with a new TV and online campaign featuring which of the following taglines? A, Philips, a gentle natural dump in about 30 minutes. Right. So that was A, Philips, a gentle natural dump in about 30 minutes. B, Philips, gentle natural relaxative. C.
This is so making it into the bloopers.
Now, I got to tell you, Rick, it was not my finest 3 minutes ever. But I think I said at the time that it was probably the best laugh that I'd had since the start of the pandemic and our collective experiment in advanced hermitry. I just needed that laugh somehow. And that was, wow, I could not pull it back in.
Oh, that's awesome. I remember that one. I really thought we were going to have to reshoot that one because you were laughing so hard.
What was probably unintentional, but what was especially unfortunate for that particular campaign is that the marketers behind the campaign reportedly said the campaign is designed to place laxative users in situations that feel, quote, aspirational. It's an unfortunate choice of words.
All right. This last year we reviewed a lot of movies, like a surprising lot of movies, but I think that's kind of because of the pandemic and we didn't have a lot of ability to go out and do things. However, there was a movie that we were both extremely excited to see this last year. And when we saw it, we both gave it a B. And then we both said we never need to see it again. Was that what? Was that movie Wonder Woman 1984? Was it Justice League? Was it Black Widow? Or was it Knives Out?
So I am going to say B, Justice League.
Yeah. It was Justice League. It was Zack Snyder's Justice League. And, we had both were really excited to see this. There's a lot of hype going into it. And we felt that maybe they were going to do it right. But this particular one, you and I both be like, and this is like kind of a fun fact. You gave it a B minus. I actually gave it a better grade at a B plus, which kind of surprised me. You're a big DC fan. But, after we talked about it, we both felt that it was probably too long. It had a lot of stuff it didn't need in it. And frankly, seeing it once was enough. And we're done.
Yeah. Well, it is a 4-hour commitment. So that is, there were parts that were good. I was going to probably always be a tougher grade on them because I'm a DC fan. Nothing was ever going to live up to, what I hoped, but it was fine. I bet I'll watch it someday. Not for the next 10 years, but. All right, next question. In a segment on AI-created pickup lines, which of the following was one of the bevy of bon mots created by AI? So which of these was one of those pickup lines? A, you have a lovely face. May I put it on an air freshener? B, I have exactly 4 stickers. I need you to be the 5th. C, will you sit on my bread box while I cook, or is there some kind of speed limit on this thing? Or D, I love you, I love you, I love you, to the confines of death and disease. Which of these is an actual AI-created pickup line?
I think I stumbled on this one the last time too. Like, I'm pretty sure that C is accurate, but I think it's all of them. I think they were all pickup lines.
You are correct. The answer is all of the above. According to ZDNet, AI researcher and author Janelle Shane thought she'd test how much better AI must be at creating pickup lines than mere mortals. The lines created by AI included irresistible bon mots like, yes, you have the most beautiful fangs I've ever seen. I have exactly 4 stickers. I need you to be the 5th. You have a lovely face. Can I put it on an air freshener? I want to keep your smell close to me always. Or, will you sit on my bread box while I cook? Or is there some kind of speed limit on this thing? And I love you, I love you, I love you, to the confines of death and disease. The legions of earth rejoice. Woe be to the world. That's a real one.
Wow.
From AI. And the researcher's favorite. You look like Jesus if he were a butler in a Russian mansion. Woe to the world is right. All right, well, we do need to take a short break. So when we come back, our Season 4 Rick and Rick Rewind continues, so don't go anywhere. Hey, Rick and Rick Nation, don't forget to check out our website at rickandrick.com. It's double the Rick in just one click at rickandrick.com. And we are back, Rick Matheson and Rick Wooten, as we continue our game of loaded questions, the Season 4 finale edition.
All right, so on a podcast from June, you and I tried to predict the biggest marketing trend of the year. Why we did that mid-year, by the way, I don't know. Usually we do it at the beginning of the year, but for whatever reason, we decided we are going to do it mid-year. Do you remember what this was? I'll give you 4 options. Number 1, more live videos and webinars. B, doing your bucket list. C, nostalgic ads. or D, death of cookies?
Shoot, because I think it could be B or C. I want to say we did one or the other on different episodes. I'm only guessing here. I'm going to say the nostalgia one, C.
Yeah, you actually were right to begin with. It is both B and C. Actually, the real answer was C, but you actually said you would rather it be doing your bucket list. And so you actually brought that one up versus the nostalgic ads, which I don't remember the publication that had talked about that, but we kind of riffed on that for a little bit. And in fact, I've seen a ton this year. So I definitely think it was a major trend this year. I don't know if it was the biggest trend, but it was certainly a material one.
All right, next question. Last summer, just as we seemed to be on the cusp of returning to mask-free living, Pepsi came out with an unfortunate TV commercial called A, Open for Summer, B, The Mess We Miss, C, Taste This, or D, You Deserve a Good Pepsi Today. Last summer, Pepsi came out with a TV commercial called what?
I think it was The Mess We Miss.
You are correct.
Yes.
That's what it was.
There's a reason it's called The Mess We Miss, because it includes like this woman, she's bowling and her friend brings up this platter of chicken wings. And so you see her fingers come out of the bowling ball and reach into the plate of chicken wings. And then she starts to munch on a chicken wing without washing her hands or anything. You see this woman at a concert where a long-haired rock star kind of flicks his head up and all of that sweat goes into the woman's face and mouth, and on and on.
I think I said at the time it was the perfect commercial for Lysol. I was thinking, okay, masks aren't so bad. I can live with masks.
All right. In a Rick and Quick episode from July, you asked me a question about the jobs of tomorrow. One of those jobs was related to a story we had just done that was about Guy Fieri. Which job was it? And I'm not giving you a list because if I did, it would be too evident. So I'm just going to let you guess on this one.
All right. I've got to think out loud here then on this. You said it reminded you of ghost restaurants, but I think the job of tomorrow they were talking about was ghost servers. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
That is exactly correct. So I told you that I had ordered food from a quote unquote Guy Fieri restaurant here locally. And as I looked into it, they don't exist. The restaurant didn't exist. This was a virtual restaurant where a different restaurant was packaging it with Guy's brand and basically delivering it via food delivery service. And I thought it was incredible, right? I mean, you've got decent cooks doing the work and delivering it and all that. The part that you and I talked about a little bit later, though, is the flip side could be that you have these restaurants that don't make good quality food that are kind of doing the same thing to make it look like they're a different restaurant. So, that whole idea of, ghost restaurants, or, in this case, you talked about the role of ghost server.
Yeah. So the ghost server was, and I don't know if it would be related to a ghost restaurant or not. It could very well, but these are folks that would come to your house and set up the full dinner for you in your house and then, head on out. I thought that was really interesting. Ghost restaurant is probably a good name for it. As you were talking just now, I was thinking, what else would you call it? And the first thing that came to mind was RAS, Restaurants as a Service, is basically what it is.
Oh, yeah.
In an episode, I want to say it was June, Rick W. told us about the Boston Dynamics robot dog that A, directed the Snyder Cut, B, cultivates human brain tissue, C, sprays Gorilla Glue from its nostrils, or D, pees beer into a cup on command. This past season, we learned about the Boston Dynamics robo-dog that does what?
I remember this one well. It urinates beer into a cup. Yeah, I thought this one was pretty hilarious. And, I'm sure at the end of the day, it was just a great way to get attention.
Totally.
For, this kind of cup tracking technology. Jeez. But it was still pretty funny.
I was impressed because I don't think I could pee into a cup with the precision that this robot did.
That's your outdoor voice, right?
All right. In a September 2021 episode of Rick and Rick, we learned that which of the following ranks among 300 new words recently added to dictionary.com? A, oof, B, yeet, C, zaddy, or D, Which of these ranks among 300 new words recently added to dictionary.com?
It's all the above.
You are correct. Yes.
This is a word, zaddy. So that's daddy, but Z. So zaddy. Get this. A zaddy is apparently an attractive man who's also stylish, charming, and self-confident. As in, Rick and Rick are the perfect hybrid of daddy and zaddy, which would be awesome news to us, since it seems like we're usually called sons of Beethoven or some such. But, anyway, we're kidding, of course. But yeah, zaddy is a word. Show. Yeah. show apparently is one word. I think it's one word. A chaotic event or situation, often one that turns out badly, as in the years 2016 through 2020. And yes, yeet, an exclamation of enthusiasm, triumph, pleasure, joy, etc. See, listeners, this episode has been educational. You've learned new vocabulary words like yeet and zaddy. The more you know.
So I just looked up zaddy on Urban Dictionary. Their definition's a little interesting. It says a fine, handsome, and sexy-ass intelligent man that makes you smile every time you see him. He knows how to handle business in and out of the bedroom. You low-key want to have his baby. He makes you all parts of you excited, including your mind. He smells good, looks good, and is good.
Jeez. See, we're going to have to get Rick and Rick Zaddy t-shirts made.
So much great content, not enough time to share it all. Let's take a listen to some quick clips, goofs, and gaffs from seasons 1, 2, 3, and 4 of Rick and Rick Rule the World.
Are you augmenting my reality, Mrs. Robinson?
I predict that in 2022, athlete's foot treatment brand Lotrimin AF is going to jump on the NFT bandwagon, and it's going to launch Lotrimin AFTs for anti-fungible tokens. So you just spread Lotrimin's patented anti-fungible cream between your tokens and say goodbye to athlete's foot, ringworm, and all the assets in your crypto wallet.
I'm Rick Matheson, and I am joined, as always, by mon ami, Rick Wooten. It's a little French for you, Rick. I think it means my friend, or else did you remember to turn off the gas? I'm not totally sure. Grasp firmly onto life's opportunities. NBC had a report that parents are naming their kids after their favorite Game of Thrones characters. This includes 560 baby girls in 2018 named Khaleesi, 2,594 were named Arya, and get this, 173,204 babies were named Hodor. Totally kidding. Totally kidding.
That'd be so funny.
You know what his first word would be?
Yeah, exactly.
Bayer's Philips laxative brand is out with a new TV.
I've seen photos of you somewhere in a Jedi outfit like that, but I don't think you posted them online. So,
well, and I wasn't wearing pants, and I am here, so that's a good thing.
Just to refresh my memory, we decided not to do a Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom review, right?
Yeah, we basically decided that it would be like re-reviewing the second movie, so we didn't feel that was necessary.
I can't even get half erect thumb up for that one. I mean, and the other thumb is just dangling here. It's like refracting. There's shrinkage happening to my left thumb.
At number 5 on our list is a gift that's expected to be the most sought-after stocking stuffer of the year, if you can find it. It's called Extra Strength Meta Mucil. Because however evil you think Mark, Cheryl, and the rest of the Facebook gang can get, you can bet that it's just the tip of the Zuckerberg. And not flush it all down the drain forever with Extra Strength Meta Mucil.
Oh, frosted Lucky Charms, hearts, stars, and horseshoes, clovers, and blue moon, hourglasses, rainbows, and tasty red balloons.
Okay, so Bayer's Philips laxative brand is out with a new TV and online campaign featuring which of the following taglines? A, Philips, a gentle natural dump in about 30 minutes. Right. So that was A, Philips, a gentle natural dump in about 30 minutes. B, Philips, gentle natural relaxative. C.
This is so making it into the bloopers.
Joining me, as always, is Watashi no Yujin, Rick Wooten. It's a little Japanese there for you, Rick. It either means my friend or washing away your onions. I'm not totally sure there. But
What you ended up predicting was that you and I would have our own Pez dispensers. And so I have to say, I mean, we're a year out now. I don't know when that prediction was supposed to happen, but I'm quite disappointed I don't have my own Pez dispenser yet.
damn it. Somebody page Captain Marvel.
That's right.
At number 4 on our hottest but hardest to get holiday gift list, it's actually a variation on that same theme, Rick. There is the all-new Amazon toilet ring. So now you can remotely monitor nasty buildup and always know what's knocking at the door.
It wasn't CGI. It was his son. His son actually played a bit piece, which was, basically the 20-year earlier version of Lawrence Fishburne.
No
Is that kind of cool?
way. That is so cool. But how do they look so much alike? I mean, I know why they look alike, but I mean, that's an extraordinarily.
It's called genetics.
Yeah.
Hey, why did it take so long for Spider-Man to die compared to everybody else? Because it was all improvised.
Wait for it.
Everybody
Wait for
else,
it.
yeah, exactly. Everybody else kind of froze, and then they faded away. Not Spider-Man. Spider-Man had this dialogue, and it's because it was such a great line. It was such a great acting. They decided to work with it and put it in there.
Imagine if he'd said, "I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark." Oh no, that did it. I'm good. So
That's awesome.
I just have 5 words for you, Rick.
I'm ready.
I want to hear it. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. In a Rick and Rick exclusive, Rick Wooten will now sing Never Ending Story as part of the Stranger Things challenge. And go.
And so he started to say, well, I'm going to, and then he got stuck and he kept saying, I'm gonna, over and over again.
I'm Rick Matheson, and I am joined, as always, by mi amigo Rick Wooten. It's a little Spanish for you, Rick. I think it either means my friend or the eagle squawks twice on Tuesdays. I'm not completely sure.
Burger King Finland has a new online campaign out that shows BK's creepy king character enjoying an intimate lip lock with that all-beef patty of a ginger known as Ronald McDonald to celebrate Helsinki Pride. Now, if these provocative visuals get any steamier, Rick, BK's going to end up with secret sauce spilling out of his sesame seed buns. All I'm saying, I mean, there are too many hold the pickles and I'll have it your way jokes, not enough time.
Oh man, that was good.
Joking aside, we do commend the campaign at BK for doing this and for Helsinki Pride.
My number 2 prediction is that AI will emerge as the new creative director.
What you talking about, Wooten?
At number 3, the Nerf laser-guided stop sign and traffic light obliterator. It's the ideal holiday gift for anyone who's had it with socialistic traffic mandates that take away their freedom to endanger themselves and everyone around them at every intersection.
Yeah, no, I don't know the words. I'm sorry.
Man, are you serious?
But you can certainly serenade us.
Well, the way Susie Pooh and Dusty Buns sang the song, I couldn't really make out the words. But
Oh my God.
I think it went a little something like this.
That's right. It's time for a Rick and Rick review of Shazam.
With all the action and adventure,
All the hijinks and hilarity.
plus a host of holy molies, bullet immunities, all 7 deadly sins, and the chance to put our hands on the wizard's staff. Wait a second. That doesn't sound right.
Oh my God, you can ship my pants? I just shipped my pants.
I'm still recovering from our last episode about all the parents naming their kids after Game of Thrones characters, all the Theon and Sheriff. I kept having these visions of all these little hoders running around with saggy diapers. Hoder. Melt that iron throne down and get some little iron porta potties out here so the little hoders have a place to unhode.
I'm going to one-up you. Are you ready?
Okay.
Did you see the trailer for Cats?
Oh, jeez.
Talk about a movie we don't need.
No, I would just love to see the cast of Black Panther perform Cats. I think that would be interesting. Slow down, pull back, and appreciate your surroundings.
He's like, Dad, when you were growing up, you didn't have the internet. So when you wanted to play games with your friends, how did you connect to them?
Turn around, look at what you see. Stop the car. I gotta take a leak.
You probably heard about the pilots flying into LAX, getting all miffed about the guy in the jetpack flying around at 3,000 feet, zooming past the jet airlines. Well, it wasn't me this time. I swear. I mean, that is a lesson I do not need to learn a 4th time. Okay, C. Phillips, the gentle, natural way to clear a room. Or D. Phillips, you deserve a good poop today. Which of these is the new tagline for Phillips Laxative?
Next up, the official Rick and Rick review of Spider-Man Far From Home.
That's right, all the web-slinging action, all the eye-popping special effects.
Plus all the Peter tingles your spidey senses can handle. That's not right.
According to IndieWires, there is a new sci-fi thriller called B. It's being touted as the first movie in history to be led by an actor who is an AI robot that is not Tom Cruise. According to the pub, B, and it's literally just the letter B, and it's the lowercase letter B, follows a scientist who must help an AI robot he created reach freedom after a program he designed to perfect human DNA has dangerous consequences. Now, to put more succinctly, life's a bee and then you die.
Oh my God, it's barbecue and it's pizza. It's barbecue pizza. And we put a jalapeno on it. It's now spicy barbecue pizza.
Do you know what year they introduced the Shamrock Shake?
I'm an.
Number 2 on our hot but hardest to get holiday gift list, Doom DC. It's a first-person shooter game that lets the Patriot in your life launching an attack against the U.S. Constitution after their preferred candidate loses a free and fair election.
Well, you know, going back to our childhood, I mean, I'm sure you remember the Shamrock Shake at McDonald's.
Totally.
Remember that?
Love the Shamrock Shake.
Totally. I imagine, and they had other special flavors too. That's just the one that I liked. I was a big fan of the color green, and I'm Irish, so it was like, hey, I love it.
Now we've officially become, back in my day, we couldn't wear shorts to school. We didn't have no newfangled air conditioner, you little snowflake.
They said they're Muppets. They have no sexuality.
I don't see Grover or Beaker or Scooter getting many dates. But if you're going to say that Muppets aren't sexual, somebody better tell Miss Piggy, because I don't think she got the memo.
I'm really hoping it's the last one. You deserve a good poop.
The answer is D. You are correct. So I think this is from Ad Age. Phillips Laxtive is out with a new campaign in which the voiceover tell the viewers that, quote, you deserve a good poop today. In a statement, Teresa Gonzalez Ruiz, VP of Marketing for Nutritionals and Digestive Health. At Bayer, she says, you deserve a good poop brings a new sense of honesty to the category. Adding, in particular, we are excited about how it subverts the taboo topics of poop and constipation, bringing viewers into situations that feel aspirational. Which kind of sounds like a load of, well, you know.
I'm Rick Matheson, and I am joined, as always, by my BFARF, Rick Wooten. That's best friend also named Rick forever, captured within an acronym that comes just a little too close to reading as BARF. So
I'm an.
Have you ever done a time capsule?
No. I mean, as a kid, we used to bury stuff in the backyard and then dig it up a few months later, but that's not really time. Yeah, but the unfortunate thing is most of the time, somehow moisture gets in them or gets trapped in them. And so a lot of the perishable stuff ends up going away. So
are you trying to tell me that the pot brownies aren't going to last? That's the problem.
I'm an.
Story. Just fucking got me. Something like that. I'm not totally sure, but I think
that's really close.
All right.
I'll tell you a story. This is a fun story. So years ago, no, I'm not going to tell you the story. I'll tell you the story afterwards.
Okay, so my number one movie, this is going to kill you, Rick. This is just going to kill you. So, you know, I haven't been a fan of the two Tom Holland Spider-Man movies.
Right.
But Disney sent me a screener of the new film, Spider-Man No Way Home, which is set to hit theaters December 16th. And wow, it is fun.
Okay, wait. You know.
I'm totally pulling your leg. I'm totally making that up.
We were about to not be friends here.
I know.
It was like, wait, what? Why didn't you call me? I would have driven there.
Exactly.
And then the other thing is like, oh, you know, we got to be careful because millennials have like these built-in BS detectors. And I'm like, oh my God, they've got built-in BS detectors. Boomers and the, GI generation, they've got to depend on those portable BS detectors that they carry around with them everywhere.
One of the ones that I saw that I liked was pumpkin and spice Roundup. So if you're going to kill your weeds, make sure it smells like pumpkin and spice, or the old pumpkin and spice, or the old man who wants to attract the young ladies, I guess.
Could you imagine everyone with these virtual reality headsets and
No.
they've got their own reality going on and they're making movements like they're, Helen Keller trying to catch butterflies.
It didn't exist before us. I think that's why we love it. I think for later generations, it's the McRib sandwich, right? That's the, special thing.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I like those too. I'm sure you can hear this. I'll put it up toward the mic, but I'm going to open up the box of Lucky Charms inspired Lucky Charms. I'll pour some of it into this handy bowl I have right here. And I'll take out this bottle of Guinness. And now I am going to proceed to douse the Lucky Charms, inspired Lucky Charms, with this Guinness. Put it up here. All right. I think our year of charms is done here. The breakfast of leprechauns, the beer that eats like a meal. Okay, here we go. It tastes like feet. And at number 1 on Rick and Rick's hottest but hardest to get holiday gift list, are your kids more naughty than nice this holiday season? Need them to pick up the slack on household chores this coming year? Why not get them Elon Musk's new Neuralink Kids and turn your offspring into mindless chore drones? It's true. Neuralink Kids gives you all the benefits of a Tesla bot for the price of a single nano-sized computer chip. Plus, it now comes in 3 convenient, easy-to-administer packages, including Tesla Bot injectables, Neuralink chewable vitamins, and just in time for holiday 2021, the new single-lick Neuralink candy cane dispenser for the whole fam. The theme song is actually pretty cool, too, Rick. It goes, I don't want to grow up. I'm a Neuralink kid. Give me your list of chores so that I can do it. From dishes to floors to cleaning your pores. I don't really care what it is. Oh, I want to be like Elon Musk's pigs. Yes, I want to be your Neuralink kid. So my number 1 most anticipated release for December 2021 is Being the Ricardos, which...
Oh, really?
I'm kidding. Just so everyone knows, it was the alternative name for our podcast, so full disclosure.
When you take one right out of the freezer and you unwrap it, the ice cream is soft. It's not hard, but yet the cookie is still crisp. And, the nerd in me wants to understand how that works.
Yeah.
And I want to master this and buy as many of these as I can and eat them often.
I predicted that Google parent Alphabet would just go ahead and change its name to $, and that didn't happen either. They did not change their name to $, but instead, I hear that they are thinking about calling themselves, hey, at least we're not Facebook. As an homage to Albino Wonderland's ASMR for Artists, I've put together Rick and Rick's top 5 ASMR affirmations for creative directors, because you need to say it to see it. Number 5, this time the client will not want to make 97 minor tweaks to the mobile banner ad. Number 4, the client will be thrilled the $1 million augmented reality app that you created was downloaded by 14 different people. Number 3, your edgy tattoos and artsy glasses really set you apart from somebody somewhere. Number 2, winning the local Addy Award totally makes up for missing the birth of your son. And our number 1 ASMR affirmation for creative directors is the logo is as big as it needs to be. The logo is as big as it wants to be. The logo is as big as it's going to be. You dumb butt fungus of a clown. So those are our top 5 ASMR affirmations for creative directors who are apparently trying to build themselves up. It sounds like they're having a pretty bad time of it from our top 5. So, but just remember, you need to say it to see it. I think that is awesome. We are just so awesome. Let's just say that right now. Let's just recognize that we are awesome.
As we close the books on our Rick-tastic 4th season, we hope you'll join us next time for the Season 5 premiere of Rick and Rick Rule the World.